I got good news. The traverse of wormholes by humans might be possible. Basically, wormhole is like a shortcut, instead of going to a planet that would take, 4 years, or galaxy 4 years or 100,000 years, it's like a super shortcut. It's like a funnel. You can just, boom, transverse to another galaxy, another world, another time and space. Alright, I think what happens is, since we know the NASA warp drives work, and we can go some of the planets that are super far away, or galaxies or worlds, since they're alien planets, and new elements, new technology, this means we can gather stuff such as negative energy, quantum energy, or something called exotic matter, and this is all possible because with the wormhole it's so big. You need to have a lot of energy. Imagine if we can go to another world, get like because there's plenty of galaxies we can and worlds we can go through with the NASA warp drive. And then we can gather from there. We can gather exotic energy, and then we can manipulate space. And so I think that's a possibility. Bottom line is, once this NASA warp drive is, it's in picture, we can just travel from worlds. You know, we have so much options. We're going to learn some more. We can gather new elements, new energy, and possibly we can create wormholes, and we can manipulate space and time. The crazy thing is, there's like so many planets. Just imagine how much alien life is out there, man. How much alien technology that can not only benefit us in space to learn more, but actually benefit us on Earth. You know. Yeah. So wormholes is the best. It's best method of traveling super far distances, because you're manipulating space in a way you could just jump into one end of a wormhole, travel short distance, and pop out of the other end of another galaxy. It's awesome. And science said they're not totally ruling out. It said it might be possible. And I think once we get the NASA warp drive, we can go to some of the planets, that are not super far away, gather the exotic matter, gather the exotic energy, um, gather the negative energy, because that's what we need: exotic matter and negative energy. Um, because exotic matter, it's kind of weird. It has negative energy and it has negative mass, and it's kind of acts like a sort of anti-gravity. So, um, and even though negative energy sounds really weird, the laws of physics do permit it in a vacuum of space. So, some small regions of space-time can be filled with negative energy, surrounded by regions of positive energy. Think about it like this. Think about like if you had waves of an ocean, right? And the troughs of the waves would represent areas with negative energy, while the peaks are the areas with positive energy. Now, think about, you can open a wormhole, you know, not, perhaps not yet, but the physicists said they found rules called quantum energy inequalities that dictate how much negative energy can be consolidated in one space. So if we collected a lot of negative energy from these alien planets, which is sure to find, and this could only exist in a tiny space, this would last us a lot, and we could make those wormholes, and we can traverse like through the galaxy super fast. We just need a lot of negative energy. And I think once the NASA warp drive gets completed, we go to the planets that we can visit super quick, and we can gather those negative energies from these extraterrestrials. Because the universe is so massive, right? And even the NASA warp drive couldn't go to like every single planet because it's so huge. The only possible way is a wormhole. So if we gather those negative energy that the planets we can go, those Indian planets, those exoplanets, you know, um, You know, maybe one day we can colonize the whole universe. You know, universe. It'll just take us probably a really long time, but nonetheless, you know, but maybe not. You know, once we go to these alien planets, we get this exotic matter, this negative energy. You know, we could just create the wormholes and even go further and further and further. And you know, like if it takes 100 million years, it won't, because the wormholes like so fast. You just pop in out of existence. It's crazy. So you don't have to worry about like 100 million years, not even a year, not even months. We're talking about instant travel. So that's what we got to do. Once we get the NASA warp drive, we'll go to the exoplanets that we can go to, and the other planets gathered from the aliens and exotic matter, that negative energy. And then we can have then we go and create those wormholes. Then we can go transverse from each world in the galaxy and universes and multiverses. It's gonna be crazy. So it's possible. We just need that ton of negative energy, and we can get all that obviously from these exoplanets, from these aliens, and this quantum energy, and this um, uh, exotic matter. You know, there's three kinds of matter now: dark matter, light matter, and now there's exotic matter. Like I said, man, we're learning so much. The universe is freaky stuff, man. It's gonna be awesome though. So yeah, and then once we have the wormholes, we can just we can colonize the whole universes, man. Because it's instant travel, like it doesn't matter because it's like 100,000, 100 million years light years away. The wormhole, you could just pop in, boom, 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 because because it warps time and space. It's like a funnel basically. Think about it like a water slide, you know, or a water tunnel. You can go through the tunnel. That's what it is. That's what the wormhole is. It's a tunnel through space. It's so you can go from any world, any galaxy, any universe, multiverse, anytime. And just imagine, man. We can gather all this, you know, alien artifacts, these alien elements, you know, and then we could save Earth. We can save cancer patients. We can save the whole humanity. We can build. We can build hoverboards. We could build. Not only that, I mean, we could build like we can have anti-gravity. You know, they have gravity. Well, we can have like anti-gravity. We can create anti-gravity. You know, things are always what up, come down. We can have shit where it could just stay in the air. I'm serious, man. We can have like fucking hover cars and shit. And that's what I'm saying, man. That's why we got to go out there. You know what I'm saying? And NASA knows that. That's why they're building the warp drive. That's just a start, man. I'm telling you, man. This is gonna be some crazy. This is the best time of our life, man. I'm serious, man. I mean, I'm glad to leave Earth, man, because I want to see, you know, I want to go to these other planets, man. Just imagine, maybe they have like super duper rainbows, you know, like on Earth they have like maybe they have like twin rainbows, maybe they have like quadruple rainbows, maybe they have like water that you can't sink in, maybe they have like things you can just float in the air, maybe we can learn how to be telepathy, maybe we can read people's brains, you know, I mean, maybe we could, you know, just we can have computers talk to us. I mean, it's gonna be amazing, man. Because remember, our galaxy, you know, our universe, multiverses, and everything, it's made of hydrogen and helium. You know, everything. You know, the stars, even though they seem tiny to us, like we look in the sky, they're massive. They're bigger than the whole sun. Some is bigger than Earth. They're like some of the biggest stuff out there, man. And the cool thing about the wormholes, we won't have to worry about black holes because we can just bypass black holes. And not only that, when we go to the wormholes, we can actually look at the side, like in the movie Interstellar. Remember when he goes through the wormhole, he's looking and he sees like a circle, a bubble, which is what happens when time and space warps. That's what the NASA warp drive is, because it's like a bubble. That's how it works. You know, you're actually in the bubble. That's why you go faster than light. You feel like you go faster than light. And then he looks up, and everything is he can look up all the planets, all the stars and galaxies as time and space warps around him. It's like he's circling, but he's not because he's in a bubble. Um, as crazy as that sounds, like, see what happened is the guy from Interstellar, the guy's an atheist. The director, I forgot his name. He did Batman. He's an atheist, and you know, he looked into the science stuff, and um, and he did like a lot of research. That's why it's actually kind of so based on, it's so true, that movie. And so, like I said, you know, the science fiction is coming in science reality. You know, I mean, shoot, man. Once we get this negative energy, the quantum energy, the negative matter, the exotic matter, combine it with the dark energy, dark matter, light energy, like cooking, and then there's kinds of limit, man. We can make anti gravity, and anti gravity would be really cool. Now look, that could help us and see what we could do is we could take that to Earth. That could help us in applications here, cure diseases and cancer. But we actually take it back to space, and then we don't have to worry about just floating up forever. We can make like anti-gravity suits, anti-gravity space suits, and then we can make like clothing that like if you ever spilled your stuff on your clothing, it'll actually clean itself. So there's a lot of applications we can learn, from these extraterrestrial planets. Not only that, meet the different species and stuff, and we can create super guns, super weapons. Not only to help us in Earth, but to tell you what, once we actually go out there find all this exotic stuff, you probably don't want to come back to Earth. You probably just want to stay up in space, man. Because you'd be like, what's the big thing about Earth? The news, the wars. That's like, we're not going anywhere. You probably want to stay in these other planets. It's like the greatest breakthrough of all time, man. Maybe we'll have like malls in the air. We'll have like hotels in the air. Maybe we'll have underground restaurants. It's gonna be so cool, man. So yeah, scientists thought the wormhole was impossible, like impossible years ago. Now they said it could be possible. We just need those three things: exotic matter, tons of negative energy, to create the massive wormhole, and and uh, and exotic matter, negative energy, quantum energy, and once we get those from those exoplanets with the NASA warp drive, man, we could just transverse actually the whole universe. We could just go from universe to universe to multiverses, because like even like the farthest thing away, it's 100,000 light years. Shoot, we could just pop in, boom, boom, boom. I mean, we're not even talking months. We're just talking about instant travel, man. That's how crazy it is, and that's crazy. Instant travel. You just popping in there. It's awesome, man. Um, and these tiny wormholes can arise from quantum foam, because the sloshing fluctuations of space-time itself, when you zoom in on the subatomic scales, roughly it's 1,000 quadrillion times smaller than the nucleus of a hydrogen atom. And since these wormholes will be too small, that's why we have to have a lot of negative energy so we can blow them up, Not physically blow them up, but blow them up to a higher size so we could transverse, our crafts. And we're going to get that theory of quantum gravity, and then we're going to understand, such complex skills, the quantum foam wormholes. You know, that's why we don't even know, you know, and that's why once we go to the exoplanets with the NASA warp drive, we're gonna find all these advanced civilizations, and then we get all that technology from them, all that negative energy. It's gonna be so cool, man. And get that exotic matter. Stay tuned, motherfuckers. Peace the fuck out.